Greetings, programs. We are here. It's happening. I am. For the Canadian Grand Prix. We are here. We have arrived. We're doing the thing. It was an eventful weekend. All sorts of drama has been happening. Very excited to get into this one. I think we're going to see an interesting race. I say it every race, but who knows? Maybe we'll see some crashes. Who knows who's going to be that guy this race? I don't know, but I'm excited to see what goes down. Again, Kimi Antonelli on the radio during qualifying, screaming like a little girl. Toto was pretty much getting out the leather belt and whipping him after the race because he was on the radio like 4 times complaining about George. Yeah, we'll see. George won. George got qualifying. He won the sprint. He's on form. Look, he's not on form by a lot, but he's definitely up there. So I will see what happens. Been a lot of developments. Max is all over the place, not happy with the car, all sorts of shit going down. Oh my god. Yeah. Now yesterday I said that the track temperatures would play a role. Yesterday it was 24 degrees on track. Today it is 19 degrees. Excuse me, it's just gone down to 17 degrees. It's 12 degrees air temperature, 17.9 degrees track temperature. That is going to play a massive role. You may think it's not, but it does play a massive role in tire deg, tire grip, and all of that stuff. So that's going to play a major role as well. George and Kimi being on the front. Now, if you look at the track, if you're new here, first of all, welcome to the most professional racing on the planet. I am your host, Bruiser, and I'm going to be taking you through this. Like and subscribe, it would be awesome. If you don't, I don't know what else I would do with my life. But like I'm saying, if you look at the top here in the track, where my mouse cursor is, when you're coming down into turn 1, you really got to be on your braking point here because everyone is going to stop at turn 2, right? Everyone is going to slow down to get into that and get a good exit off there. So the first 2 corners are going to be a shebang gangs. I don't know what word I just used there, but we're going to use it. So yes, George is going to have his work cut out for him because Kimi is on the inside, George is on the outside. Now, that's probably a better position to be because you can hug the inside into corner 2, see what happens. But, I don't know, bro. What's going to happen there? Is my... Oh my god, you there? I thought it was so cold. Sorry about that. Checking what happened there. Is my... Oh my god, you there? I thought it was so cold. Sorry about that. Checking what happened there. Is my... Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing. Sorry about that, guys. Just technical difficulties. Sorry about that. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing. Sorry about that, guys. Just technical difficulties. Testing. Testing.
Hello. Testing. 1 2. 1 2. Testing. Audio test. 1 2 1 2. Just make sure. Testing. 1 2. Hello. Testing. 1 2. 1 2. Testing. Audio test. 1 2 1 2. Testing. Testing. 1 2. Audio. Testing. No. Testing. 1 2. 1 2. Testing. Audio test. 1 2 1 2. Testing. Testing. 1 2. Okay, guys. It seems like the audio is okay. I'm just making sure. I'm so sorry for that. Technical difficulties. Shit happens. I apologize. But we are here. Lucky this stuff happens before the race starts. I'm going to try and not touch my microphone, because that seems to be causing problems. I'm going to take my headphones off. It seems like the ghost in the machine is gone. So let's I'm going to try and not touch the microphone. Okay, just if there's problems, please let me know in the chat below. But it seems like we're okay. Yes. It seems like we're okay. I'm taking them off. We're okay. Okay, we're good. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Shit happens, but we're back. Hello and welcome to the most professional racing in the world. It's time to forget about your worries and all your troubles. Yes, I sang the Jungle Book, and yeah, let's watch some rich guys. Let's forget about AI. Let's forget about the world ending. Let's just watch some rich guys race some really expensive cars around a more expensive track. Okay, but we're here today at the Canada Grand Prix. Let's rewind. Let's start again. We fixed the technical difficulties. If you're in the chat, thank you. Welcome to the Canadian Grand Prix watch-along. You came here because you want to watch some unhinged Formula 1. You're tired of the British commentators. So watch the race and listen to me, because I'm going to scream and swear and insult Lance Stroll like I do every single race. It looks like there's a bit of drizzle on the track. Ruh-roh. That's going to cause some problems. I think we're going to see some battles between Kimi Antonelli and George Prussell over here. Because, again, if you are new to the channel, you can see all the telemetry data on the left here. Let me just remove this for you. You can see all the telemetry data on the left here. That's all your track, your humidity, your pressure, your deltas, what tires they're on, what their last lap was, if they're pitting or not. It's all of the telemetry data you need. Obviously, this is the track at the top here, as you can see, and then this is race control messages in the middle. Okay, but as you can see here, a lot of people were struggling in the Heroes Corner, which is 13 and 14. A lot of people coming really close to that wall in qualifying, and it's been very interesting to watch. Kimi Antonelli was screaming like a little girl, and Toto had that belt ready at the end of the race to whip his little bottom, okay? Because, yeah, he was moaning a shitload. Like, he was a kind of little spoiled brat, I'm not going to lie. But the main thing for today is going to be turn 1. If you watch my mouse cursor on the track here, you can see turn 1 and 2. Now, why turn 1 and 2 are so important? I mean, all race starts are really important, but because George being on the outside and Kimi being on the inside, what we're going to talk about here is that you got to get a really great start into 1, because everyone is going to stop at corner 2. Everyone has to slow down to almost nothing to get out of that corner really, really well. So placement is going to be so important, because everyone's going to bunch up. So you need to get away, get into clear air as quickly as you can without any kind of incident. Now, Kimi and George, I mean, they've been battling, and this ain't no papaya rules here, okay? Ain't no 2 number 1 drivers at Mercedes. It's George versus Kimi. You know, we got to pick one, and George obviously is an expendable at Mercedes, right? And Kimi is the one to beat in the Mercedes team right now, so they're obviously favoring Kimi. Now, George is not going to fucking back down. I'll tell you that right now. So we're going to see a battle between Kimi and George today. I hope it's going to be a fun race. I say it every race, all right? But hopefully we have an exciting race today. Maybe there's some rain. That always shakes things up. But yes, welcome. Thank you for joining me in this unhinged live commentary for the Canadian Grand Prix. We're going to get underway in just a bit. Let's go through some of the positionings here. Obviously, Lance Stroll is in the pit because he thought he would upgrade his car, which he thought would help him, but clearly that's, I guarantee he'll be in last. Bottas and Perez in the Cadillacs down in 21st and 22nd. Alonso 19th. Albon struggling a bit in qualifying. He couldn't quite find that pace. Kept hitting the curbs. Wasn't quite finding the apexes where he should be. Ocon and Behrman 17th and 16th respectively. Carlos Sainz. It's weird. The Williams do well at some races and then they do badly other races. It's very strange to see. Carlos I don't think should be in 15th. But Gasly is ahead of him at 14th. With Bortoleto above him in 13th. Lawson in 12th, who I swear to God, Lawson nearly hit corner 13 like 5 times in the qualifying and in the sprint. That boy gonna crash today. Someone gonna crash today. I'm a bet. We'll see what I'm gonna bet. I got a tinky here. Someone's gonna win a tinky. My prediction is someone's gonna hit the wall at 13. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Okay. Carlo Pinto is in 10th. Lindeblad, who has been driving phenomenally all weekend. Leclerc, after his post-race interview for qualifying, said that this is the worst weekend he's ever had in his racing career. Now, I felt like he was doing, rather well until, the last lap when George pulled it out the bag and destroyed everyone. It's unfortunate that he's in 8th. I don't think he belongs there. We're going to see if he can make headway here during the race. If he can get ahead of Hadjar. This is the problem. He's behind Hadjar and Verstappen. And Max is going to... Again, we're going to get to Max. But Hadjar in 7th. But Max is bewildered at what is going on with his car currently. If you looked at a lot of his post-race interviews, this man's talking about... he doesn't know what's going on with the race engineers. He doesn't know where the power is. He doesn't know where the grip is. His back was flying out constantly. There was, even when he was hitting his apex, there was so much wobble in the car. It was very weird. It's a very weird place to see Max. But, you can never count this guy out. Okay, he's a living legend in the sport. You can't count him out. Hamilton is in 5th. I think there's going to be a battle between Max and Lewis, quite frankly. Oscar Piastri is in 4th place. Norris is in 3rd. Antonelli in 2nd. And Russell is in 1st place. Russell being on the outside. Kimi being on the inside. We're going to have a problem there. I'm just letting you know. We're going to have a problem there. Now, to the real question of the evening. What are you eating? What snacks do you have? I got a tinky. I'm going snacky tonight. I'm not going burgery. I'm not going crazy. I got some tinkies and I got some knickknacks, bro. Can you hear it? Got some knickknacks, and I got me some only the best flavor of Red Bull. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, but maybe we'll see some good stuff today. It's all going to be about battery management because it's so much fun watching cars drive with battery. Yeah. I said it in qualifying. Ooh, there's lots of rain over Canada. You know what? Let's have a look at the forecast for Canada right now. Canada, weather over the F1. Okay, chance of rain remains high. Again, the temperatures are 10 degrees cooler than they were yesterday. There's a lot more wind. There's gonna be some problems here. I'm just saying. We might see some problems. So we'll see how that plays out during the race, because you don't think that wind can affect a car, but when you're going 300 kilometers an hour in an open straight and there's a 50 kilometer gust of wind on the side of you as you do a 180 degree turn, it's going to affect the car's performance. It's going to affect the car's grip. It's going to affect a whole bunch that you don't think it will. So you have to take that into account, especially when you're coming down to turn 10, where you got to have a great exit. You don't want to wobble that car. You want to keep that car straight stuck on the ground so you can get a good exit into turn 12, down into the finish straight, and nail Hero's Corner. Obviously not hitting the curb and putting yourself in the wall, which I'm 100% sure somebody is going to do. Soldier RZN, welcome to the chat. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. You got popcorn, microwave popcorn, butter lovers. I don't know about that butter popcorn, eh? I don't know, bruh. No. The butter popcorn's good. I can never do microwave popcorn right. I'm not gonna lie. It's either like half the bag is done, or like the bag is fully done, but then half the side is burnt, or like it's never perfect. I do mine in the pot, like you should. Okay. But yes, welcome to the chat. I appreciate it. Smash like, it would be great. Helps my channel a lot. This is all I have to do with my life, so any support would be great. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. I have to say a shout out if there are people in the chat. Let me know. But if there are any Arsenal fans in the chat, congratulations on winning the cup. I am not a football fan. I do not know what cup it was, but I know Arsenal won, and I don't have a choice. I have to support Arsenal vicariously through my friends, otherwise I won't have any friends. So I support Arsenal, and I will until I die. Okay, but congrats to Arsenal. Yes, risk of rain is now 50%, ladies and gentlemen. 50% chance of rain. Oh shit, shit is about to go down. Get your shit together. I'm telling you, the only time Formula 1 is 100% entertaining is when there is rain. Okay, so let's get it on. George, first position. What's Paul Russell gonna do today? Do you think he's gonna win? I feel like George might take it. If it's the rain, we'll see. I don't think Kimi has experience in the rain, so I think he might fall short a bit. Max, on the other hand, woo-wee! Can't count that guy out for nothing, boy. Max in the rain is like Senna in the rain. Okay, calm down. I'm not exactly like Senna, but Max is incredible in the rain. As we saw from Brazil a couple years ago, when he was in 15th and then went to second and then went back down to 16th and then went back up to win the race. Guy's crazy. Premier League champions. That's it. Arsenal won the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Arsenal. You deserve it. You deserve it, boys. Again, welcome to the most professional driving. Forget about the world. Forget about AI. Forget about politics and war and all of that shit. Just watch some rich guys drive some expensive cars around an even more expensive track. And maybe watch Toto Wolff spank Kimi Antonelli's bottom for talking on the radio like a naughty boy. Yeah, we're going to see. But we're close to the race start, ladies and gentlemen. It is 15 minutes away. Before we get underway, cars are being pulled out of the garage onto the track to start the formation lap. Lance Stroll is starting from the pits because he's gotten imaginary upgrades that he thinks is going to help him with the race. Because Daddy bought me a car and I can Formula 1 drive. God, why is this guy in Formula 1? Please, someone explain this to me. I don't get it. I do not understand. Yeah, but should be a fun race. Should be a fun race. I'm just looking at the weather radar here over Canada, and it's looking a bit squirrely over here, eh? I'm not gonna lie. It's looking a bit squirrely. I'm just trying to check it out here. No, radar. Excuse me. 40 degrees. Okay. Lots more wind coming, so it looks like maybe halfway through the race we may get quite a heavy amount of downpour. Yeah, there's a really big weather system, but it's not heavy rain, it's just like interspersed rain. We'll see how that plays out, because rain in Formula 1 is something that we always love to see, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait. So much shit has gone on. So there's so much drama on the back end. You know, Max coming out, and like in the beginning of the season, Max has been talking about this isn't the way we should be racing Formula 1. A lot of fans, a lot of old school fans as well have been talking that this isn't really what Formula 1 is supposed to be. This whole battery power scenario isn't quite what people were expecting, and Max complained a lot, and everyone was like, oh Max, it's because you're not winning. No, motherfucker, it's because the system was fucked. Okay, you can't have a car that's got 100% battery being passed by a car that's got zero battery. Like, it doesn't, it's not racing really. And then, you know, like yesterday or a week ago, Lando Norris comes out and he's like, yeah, I agree with Max, this isn't the way racing should be. Oh, really? Is that what you think, Nando Norris? For God's sake, man. Please. But yes, that is the drama around Formula 1. Fast cars, a lot of upgrade packages here. I think there's going to be a crash, guys. If we look again, it's a very balanced track as well. There's a lot of high-speed straights, but there's also a lot of really complex, slow corners. So your package has to be set up correctly. And a balanced package is always tricky to work with, right? Because, you know, if you're tailoring for high speed, you're going to lose in slow corners. And I think Mercedes is also going for that high speed. Whereas McLaren's their second sectors, which is basically all the corners, have been incredible. And Hadjar as well. Hadjar was absolutely flying in qualifying. His second sectors were better than anyone on the grid. And again, second sectors, all the corners, he was absolutely killing it. He was hitting every single apex. He wasn't over the curb. He was on the perfect racing line. So I think Isaac Hadjar might have broken the curse in the second Red Bull seat. Honest to God, think so. Like, Sergio Perez shuttled over the seats and now it just stinks of curse, and Isaac Hadjar is trying to fight the curse. The curse is fighting back, but I think he's going to break it this season. I really do. As for Red Bull coming back, who knows? Who knows what the fuck's going on at Red Bull? Max is, Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc said it's the worst weekend he's ever had in his life. So I don't know. It's almost as bad as the boys finale. But I love the boys finale, so I don't care. Judge me. Whatever. I enjoyed it. Okay? I enjoyed it. Yes. Hamilton, Verstappen, Hadjar, Leclerc. Yeah, the lineup looks interesting. Some people out of place here. I think Lindblad being in 9th is quite interesting. I don't know how that's going to play out. Colapinto. Hulkenberg doing super well in 11th. Again, I said it in qualifying. Could you imagine, bro? I found out yesterday. How much do you guys think that Audi... how much do you think it cost Audi to put their team in Formula 1? Like, just off the top of your head, how much do you think? I want you to have a guess. Because it's more than you think. I guarantee you. How much did Audi put into the F1 team? Their cost is over $2 billion. Okay, it's over several years. But the approximate amount for them to get into Formula 1 was $600 million, ladies and gentlemen. $600 million. I want you to put yourself in the shoes of an investor for Audi. You go to the first race, and your car ends up on fire. While the Mercedes passes you, by the way, and the Ferraris pass you, by the way. And then the second race, both your cars end up in the wall. And then the third race, you DNF. And then the fourth race, you lost. Like, I'd be pretty bummed if I spent $600 million and I ended up last all the time. Fucking hell. Yeah, I would not be happy. But fuck the 1%, right? Yeah, fuck the 1%, bitch. Oh, guys, we're gonna have some rain. I'm seeing the radar here, bro. The percentage is going up and up here. Looks like we might have a 60% chance of rain as we go into this. It's saying no rain on the radar, but I'm looking at the images. Again, it's unhinged commentary here, guys. Watch the race, but listen to me. No one wants to listen to the shitty British commentators, okay? Gassing up their freaking and glazing their freaking British drivers. Just listen to me. Listen to me swear at Lance Stroll and cause all sorts of shit. That's why I'm here. To give you unhinged Formula 1 commentary. Yeah, but a lot of people were all over the place in qualifying. Hey, there was so many oopsies that nearly ended up in the wall, and I'm telling you now, I'm betting a tinky that someone is going to end up in Heroes Corner. Okay, someone is going to end up in Heroes Corner today. That is corner 13. If you're looking at my mouse up here, this is Heroes Corner, bro. 13 and 14 is where the crashes are going to happen. I'm telling you right now. Just mark my words. Someone is going to end up in the wall. But we are close, guys. We are 5 minutes away from the race start for the Canadian Grand Prix 2026. Let's get going. I hope you got your snacks because the start is going to be a banger. Okay, let's just get the live timings up and running again. Always nice to get a little bit of a refresh on the live timings. Make sure everything is on point here. We are looking good. The audio is fine. Okay,
on this grand day of motor racing where you can elevate yourself from competitor to hero, we welcome you to a venue named after one. This is the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, named for a truly...
Oops, you can't hear that. I'm going to get copyright strikes. So yes, we are round 5. This is Canada, Montreal. That's a very cool track. It's right on the water. 70 laps, 4.3 kilometer circuit, 5.3 meter height. Very cool. Again, there's no DRS anymore. It's all about active aero and battery power. That's how it goes nowadays. Previous winners: Villeneuve, Schumacher, Hamilton, and Russell. There's 3 compounds. They're saying medium, hards, and soft, but I'm guaranteeing you, oh my god, Piastri and Norris are on inters? That's impossible. I don't believe that. If you're looking on the left here on the telemetry, you can see the tires on the right here. There's a lot of mist over Canada. Wow. There's rain in the back there. Holy shit, guys. We're going to get some rain. Intermediates at the very least. But as you can see here, there's no way Norris and Piastri are starting on inters, right? It can't be. This can't be right. This can't be right. That's probably going to change. Because if they start on inters, there's a lot of people starting on inters. Hulkenberg on inters. Bortoletto's on inters. Sainz is on inters. Who cares about the Cadillacs? But yeah. That's interesting. Verstappen's on softs, using from qualifying. Okay. But yes, this is your lineup again, guys. Stroll, 22nd. Bottas, Perez, Alonso, and Albon up to 18th. Albon really struggling qualifying as well. Just couldn't find the pace. She was just not on form, eh? Ocon and Behrman, 17 and 16. Sainz in 15th. Gasly, 14th. Bortoletto in 13th. Lawson all over the place, swinging out his back end like Sabrina Carpenter in one of her concerts. He was swinging that ass everywhere, all over the track in qualifying. Hulkenberg was in 11th. Doing really well. Hulk nearly got into 10th position. I think he'll beat Colapinto, though. I don't know why Colapinto's in 10th, but Lindblad doing super well in qualifying. Really, really impressive, that guy. I'm very impressed with him as well. Hadjar. We can't talk about Leclerc. Okay, Leclerc is, as I said, this is now the 3rd time. He said he's had the worst weekend of his life. And I mean, sure, the result says so, but I saw some magic in some of the sprint races and stuff, but, you know, that says what it is, right? That's his perspective. Hadjar as well. Hadjar had some incredible moves in qualifying. So incredible moves. Hamilton in 5th, Piastri 4th, Norris 3rd, Antonelli 2nd, and Russell is in 1st place. And Russell, is on the inside. Antonelli is on the outside, which I think might favor him, because if he can get onto the inside, into turn 2, he may be able to squeeze Russell out, but I feel like if Russell gets a really good start and gets some good air. Now, Kimi does struggle a bit with his starts, so if George can put the pace on, if George can put it on him, be that guy, get ahead, and we won't see any upsets into turn 2, because that's where it's going to happen, if it's going to happen. It always happens at the beginning of the race. Like, I mean, the race starts is where it's at. You got to happen. And if it does start raining, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. But this is it. The most professional driving on the planet, except for Lance Stroll. So, 21 drivers on the grid. Notice I didn't mention Lance Stroll, because he's starting in the pits with his upgrades. What upgrades? Ass. Okay, looks like we start in the formation lap. Not seeing this track here. What is happening? Let's just do another live timing updates before we get started here. Make sure. Yeah, people are on inters. Lando Norris is on inters. Piastri is on inters. Yeah, Hulkenberg, Bortoletto, Sainz, Perez and Bottas are all on inters. This is interesting. People are making some strategy calls here that are gonna be spicy. Super spicy. Okay, so they are on the formation lap at the moment. I may have to restart this track. So just give me a second. Let's see what's happened here, because the track looks like it's stuck. I may have to just have a quick look there. But they're still in the formation lap, so don't stress. Okay, we good. The track is up and live. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Okay, so they're on their formation laps. Everyone's moving away. Okay, we're good. Taking little leisurely stroll. There's a lot of wind there. I can see the waters being churned up. There's a lot of mist in the distance. I can see some rain. Way, boygy. We get 360 people at the Grand Prix. That is a lot of people. That's a lot of Canadians. That's a lot of Democrats. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's too early to open my Twinkie, but we're gonna wait. They're going through their formations, bro. Russell's moving quite far ahead, but I mean the pack is like... Pack is way far behind. I don't know. George is moving there. I think it's crazy as well because before Japan, and we had that long break where they changed all the regulations and they changed all the kilowatts. You know, they removed kilowatts from, you know, chasing pace, but they took kilowatts away from somewhere else. It's a wild bunch of regulation changes that have happened in a very short amount of time. So the adjustments for the team have been quite wild. But on the formation lap, if you're smart, you can probably get your battery to a point that you can really get off the grid like super, super fast. So we're going to see how that plays out here. Oscar Piastri on the radio feels a bit like... What? I fucking missed that. Damn it. Oscar Piastri saying something about spitting. So there might be a bit of rain on track already. I think the people on the Inters are going to lose out quite badly here. They are forming up. They are forming up. Norris getting into position. Obviously, Lance Stroll is holding up the whole race because it's Lance fucking Stroll. Look at him. Look at him. All the way back there. What an idiot. God damn. Won't let a reserve driver drive in his place when he's sick. Douchebag. Okay. The cars are lined up. I still need a saying for when the lights go out. So if you have an idea of what I need to say when the lights go out, let me know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I am not going to chat GPT it. It needs to come from a human. Cars are lining up. Lance Stroll. Safety cars coming in behind. Bottas. Lining in. Red lights are going. Safety car has stopped. Looks like we're going to get this race underway. The green flag is up at the back. And we have the first light coming. Here we go. What's he going to do, George? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go, baby. It's on. It's on. No one's starting. What's happened? Oh, what happened? What's happened? What the fuck was that? Another formation lap? There's a false start. Extra formation lap. What the fuck just happened? They just stopped the lights. And then they made... Oh, someone freaked out. Oh, no. Lindblad. Lindblad's car. Lindblad's car is not starting. Oh, no. Lindblad has stalled on track and cannot get the car up and running. That is why they are doing another formation lap. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's such a pity. He was in such a good position. 9th position. What a shame for Lindblad. Oh, bro. I'm sorry, dude. That's just not cool, eh? Unfortunate for that. But we are doing another formation lap. I don't even know if we probably might get a little... Well, not a safety car, but they got to get that car off the track. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. But a bit of a false start. Lindblad helping them. That's a true sport. Lindblad helping move his car out of track. Okay, we are on point here. This is it's nicely synced. You know when the stream syncs perfectly? It's just like it's that meme with Jonathan Hamm doing the dance in the rave. That's it right there. That's it right there. What are the drivers saying here? I don't know if you guys can hear these. This is brand new to what the software I'm using. But if you let me know if you can hear these.
It's not going in good.
Let me know if you can hear these.
Any comments on conditions, Lando?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Those are actual messages from...
The drivers aren't into tyres, are complaining already, so you're on the right one here.
Yeah, those are messages from the actual drivers, and I'm actually been trying to figure out if we can move that. Oh, it looks like they're trying to move his car back. We're probably going to get another formation lap here. They're trying to get him into the pit lane, We got Alpines all trying to push the poor bloke's car out the way. Move it, man. We got a race to win here. There's rain, bro. There's rain on the camera. Oh, shit. Are the people on the Inters actually making a good call here? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You can hear that. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, sweet. I didn't know you could hear that. That's great. Let's see who else we can hear
Any
here.
comments on conditions, Lando? The drivers aren't into tyres, are complaining already, so you're on the right one here.
That's awesome. I didn't know that you could hear that. That is fantastic news. Fantastic news! Watch out. Lift bladder. Okay, so as you can see here, this is also what you don't see on screen. Because, you know, we only see radio messages. This is actual live messages from all the drivers to their pit walls. Which is quite cool. It's basically all the chatter that goes on during the race that we don't really see. So it's quite rad to see this. You kind of see their strategy calls quite early on. Okay, looks like we are going to get this underway. Everyone on track? Are we gonna start? I don't know. The cars are all lined up. It looks like we're starting. Okay. Are we? No. We're not starting. We are not starting. Oh my god. It's Tinky time, bro. I hate this shit. Get him out of the way. Come on, Lindblad, please, bro. You're driving like a taxi. Can you please? Oh my god. You're killing me. Another formation lap, guys. So hold on a sec while they move Slow Blood out the way. I'm just kidding. Lindblad's cool. He's a good rookie. I like him. Oh my god, I love Tinkies, guys. Let me just say, I think it's the best treat in the world. Tinkies are just the ultimate combination of sweet and like cakey. It's the best, bro. It's the best. Oh my god. Okay, so another formation lap. And we should get this underway. Let's just make sure we are synced up here. It looks like we are perfectly synced. The track is perfectly synced up with the live stream. Man, that makes me happy. Oh, fuck yes. Oscar Piastri on the radio here. What's he saying, Oscar? What's happening, my bro? Tell me. I can't. Oscar said, anything best. Lots of chatter on the grid. Maxim is cooling of the car. Someone saying, can you fill all the holes? What? Pressure, first 2 laps, under 10th. Okay. Gabriella saying he's overheating. 5 burnouts. I'm just trying to read the drivers here. Adieu! 2 points to find 3 thumbnails. Okay, looks like we're gonna start. Lindblad has got his car into the garage. Looks like we're going to get this race underway, ladies and gentlemen. The Canadian Grand Prix. Thank you for joining us. This is live Formula 1, baby. Watch along. Screw the British commentators. Come here for unhinged commentary. That's what we do at this channel. I really appreciate you. Like and subscribe as we get this race underway. Come on. Let's go, George. Let's go. I know you can take this, bro. We're going to get a crash into turn 1. Who's betting on a crash into turn 1? I'm betting on a crash into turn 1. Or crash. I don't want anyone to crash. But I feel like we're going to have some sauce here, guys. I want some tea. I want some dirt. Let's go. Okay, we're about to get this underway, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get this underway. The lights are black. I still need something to say when the lights go out. Has anyone's got something good? Let me know. I can't say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. It's terrible. Help me. Help me. Okay. Are we going? 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go, baby. George gets off the line super well. Oh my god, Norris on the outside. Kimmy does well to go on the inside. Norris having a sneak on the outside. Incredible job by Norris. Kimmy sneaks into 3rd. George loses 3 places. Oscar on the outside. Hamilton sneaks behind. George looking to get that 3rd position. George has been robbed of 1st position by Lando Norris. Unbelievable. He really controlled that super well. Hamilton got 4th position. Really, really great job. Piastri tried to sneak behind Kimi, but just couldn't do it. Kimi did really well as I said, to take the inside. And, oh, no, a little lockup. Oh, a little lockup by one of the Alpines. Oh, my God. That was close. Really great driving there by Lando Norris. He did an incredible job to stick to his line, to give enough space, but be aggressive enough to stick to his line and actually push through to first position. Incredible job by Lando Norris. George really, I think, just felt a bit of pressure there and just lost it. Lost it to Kimi and George. I think he saw both of them coming up behind and just lost it. Hamilton making some good pace on George. Now George is just falling off. What is going on? Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen looking at Oscar. Oh, is he going to make a move on Oscar down the inside into turn 13? Oh, Joe Max! No, Oscar pulls away. Oscar pulls into the laps, into the pits. What's going on there? Oh, no. Oh, no. Right. Verstappen takes 5th position. Leclerc up to 6th. Hadjar in 7th. That was a really impressive start by Lando Norris. Wow. The Haas's are overtaking the Alpines as we come around the first lap. Incredible first start there. Really, really unlucky by George. I think just felt a bit of pressure from both Norris and Kimi Antonelli, who just really kind of squeezed him out of first position. With the pressure also coming from Hamilton, that was a really a bit of a mix-up for George. So, bit of a loss of position there. I don't know if he's going to be able to make up that, but he's going to have to put pressure on Antonelli because Lando is flying here. He's really, really pushing hard. But Kimi has just made pace in that one lap. He is right up the exhaust of Lando Norris. Is he going to make a move down the back straight of turn 11? They're coming around turn 10. Kimi needs a great exit. Oh, it's all 4 drivers are really, really close. I think Kimi's going to make a move here down the back straight. He is very close. All active aero is open. Kimi is very close to Lando. Is he going to make a move on the inside? He does. Right next to him, neck and neck. Is he going to back out? I don't know. George right behind him. No. He pushes out. So Norris is pitting. It's the Inters. They're pitting out of the Inters. That is why they're pitting. Silly move. I don't know why they pitted on it. Why they even put Inters on in the first place. Doesn't make sense. But that's Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri kind of out. But Kimi Antonelli. Oh, Hamilton sniffing George. Having a sniff of his armpits on the inside. Woo-wee. That was close. Coming into turns 3 and 4. Right out of turn 5. Is Hamilton actually in the race? Because wow, the gaps here, I'm just looking at the deltas. The gaps here are 100ths of a second between the top 5 currently. And Max Verstappen putting in the fastest lap. Things are really, really tight at the front. I thought the Mercedes would have pulled away by now, but Hamilton and Verstappen are really kind of keeping up here. So if they can maybe, harvest a bit, maybe get a bit of clean air, but that's not going to happen because they obviously got to pull a little lock up there by Hadjar into turn 10 and 11. Now down the back straight we come. All active aero open on the top 5. Oscar Piastri down in 14th down in 17th with Lando Norris in 14th. I think they'll make up those positions quite quickly, but a bit of a silly strategic move to put Inters on at the beginning of the race. Kimi Antonelli puts in the fastest time. Remember in qualifying, it was 1:12.6 was the fastest lap, and Kimi is currently doing a 1:18. Remember, the cars have full fuel, so obviously they're going to go a little slower, and as the race progresses, the cars will get faster and faster and faster. That's generally how gaps form anyway. But yes, very, very good job by Kimi Antonelli. I'm actually madly impressed with this kid. For him coming on the radio and screaming like a little girl at times, he is a very, very solid driver. He has a very big match temperament, right? And I think that's a rare breed, like Oscar Piastri, Max Verstappen. They all have that big match temperament, right? When they can come in and perform when the shit is on them. Like that is a rare. Lando Norris saying we could be going for very long here. Okay, so they're saying very long here. Are they on hards? No, they went on to mediums. Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, both on mediums. I'm not sure what the window for these softs are. But judging by the track temperature and, the long back straight, I don't see them running them longer than 20 laps. I mean, 20 laps is even pushing it, to be honest. So this may pay off for the McLarens. We will only have to find out here. It depends on how far away the leaders put, the gap in between the McLarens and the Mercedes here. But Russell is not letting go. He ain't not letting go. He is gonna push as hard as he can to get this kid under control, bro. He is pushing it, bro. Stomach in, chest out. Yo. Hopefully we see some. I'm just checking the weather here to see if perhaps we're gonna see some rain. And what is happening here? I'm looking at there's lots of clouds over the track, but I'm not really seeing much rain. So unless something wild happens, we may not see it. I hope we do, but I don't think we are going to see that, unfortunately. Alright, so current standings: Kimi Antonelli, Russell, Hamilton, Verstappen, Leclerc, Hajar, Colapinto, Lawson, Behrman and Knight, Alonso. Alonso is in 10th position. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you can't count that old man out. There's no school like the old school, and Alonso is the fucking headmaster, okay? That man is supremely talented. And to be up in 10th position from 17th is incredible. Really, really incredible. The Audis seem to have struggled quite a bit out of the start. Just could not find the grip, the pace, and just lost it down back into 17th and 18th. Let's have a look at the race start here again. So George tried to turn in to Kimi Antonelli, and Norris saw that, took the outside, and lost position to Kimi and Norris. So George, I think, instead of focusing on getting to the corner and pushing it really hard, he saw the battle with Kimi and then saw Norris, and I think maybe panicked a bit, lost some power, lost some pace, and then lost positions. That's what it seemed like to me. Also didn't have the best of starts. So, yeah, it's a pity. Now, if the McLarens were on softs, they would be in a much better position. I'm just saying. Quack Songs. I just want to see Max on the podium in this one. Listen, if it rains, Quack Songs. I'm just looking at chat here. Said it feels like he's throwing around on these tires. Yes, I agree. That was a bit of an older chat. Sorry I didn't see that. Quack Song saying, I just want to see Max on the podium in this one. Yes, I absolutely agree. I think if it rains, we may see that. But Red Bull's also very good at strategy. So we're going to see how Max pulls this off and how the tire strategies is going to work out here. We'll see how that plays out. Just have a look at some of these radio messages here.
Lando, we could be going very long here.
That's from Lando Norris. Oh my god, did I miss that? Oh my god! Oh my god! Kimi Antonelli! Holy shit! Kimi Antonelli nearly put his ass in the front of that wall, bro. George holding no prisoners. He's taking no prisoners, bro. He is putting down the law. He is laying down the law of George. The George Russell Bible. That was an amazing move. Kimi, I think, shat himself a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Put on his big boy pants because George taking no shit. It's hilarious, bro. George and Kimi were like best of friends, and George is taking him under his wing, and Kimi wins 2 races. Now George is like, I'll push you off a cliff. I'll kill us both. But yeah, very interesting performance from Hamilton. Something's happened in that Ferrari that's working. It's good to see. There have been a lot of major upgrade packages on that Ferrari. They've done a lot of work with, the battery and the EV engines and stuff. So I think it's really great to see Hamilton doing well here. He's sticking with Antonelli, even though Verstappen is chasing quite far behind. His pace is there. His pace is there. The Ferrari is moving. They just got to find that balance, right? But whatever they're doing with the packages is 100% working. So it's good to see Hamilton up there. Leclerc doing well up in 5th. I hope he has a better race as well. But they got tough yards ahead if Max Verstappen has anything to say about that. The McLaren's making good work of the midfield. Piastri in 14th, Norris in 12th. Verstappen chasing down Hamilton down the back straight. Russell looking to make some gaps on Kimi. Now he is doing that. He is currently a second ahead of Kimi Antonelli and is probably going to look to push that gap as far as he can. But Max Verstappen is going on Lewis Hamilton on the inside of turn 2. Max does it, pulls it off, makes it look easy. Lewis not going to be denied. Is he going to come back from that? I don't think so. Only Max Verstappen will overtake and brake late into a high-speed straight into turn 1 and then a 90-degree turn into turn 2. Only Max Verstappen has the balls. Incredible job. Nice work by Max Verstappen to take third position in a car that should not be up there. Quite frankly. Hamilton on the radios. He doesn't have any power, man. Come on, guys. You don't have any power, but you're in third position. Where's your battery? Use your battery, bro. You gotta harvest that battery. Yo, come on. You're 7-time world champion. Learn the batteries, please. Don't say you don't have power. That's mean. That's mean. Hamilton's doing well. He's doing much better than he did at Ferrari. I was a bit worried in the first season with Ferrari, but he's doing much better now. So it looks like the pace is evened out here a bit. Looks like we got a setting order. We got a pecking order here. Russell, Antonelli, Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc, Hadjar, Colapinto. I don't understand why Colapinto is still there. I don't think he's going to be there for much longer. But we're coming into strategy positions here. What are these guys going to work on here? Because I don't know how much longer these softs are going to pull out. But then it's, saying that the temperature is going down and down on the track. And that's really good for soft tires. It's a really, really easy track on tire deg. So we're going to have to figure out, the teams are going to have to figure out when is the best spot to bring these guys in. Are they going to undercut? Are they going to overcut? Because Ferrari has a chance here. If perhaps something goes wrong and they get a free pit stop, maybe they have a chance here to take Max and even get him. Because Antonelli, the Mercedes are pulling away. The Mercedes are absolutely pulling away though. So, I mean, they have already lapped Bottas. I said it. Audi and Cadillac must be like, fuck! Where's the Infinity Gauntlet? Just snap these fuckers away. Because, I mean, how can you be lapped after 10 laps? What the fuck? Oh my god. Do you guys remember, guys? Sergio Perez is in Formula 1. I have to keep reminding myself that this guy's still here. He's actually driving a car. He's not like the water boy or anything. He's actually driving a car in Formula 1. Somewhere down there. Somewhere in that dark place that we don't go to, that we don't talk about. Verstappen, Kimi Antonelli putting in the fastest laps. He is still out of the pace, so I think Kimi is just biding his time here. Maybe getting a bit of free air, saving those tires a bit. The McLarens are working hard, but Norris has a major problem. This is my issue with Lando Norris. He waits too long to overtake. He has so many opportunities to overtake the car in front of him, and he just doesn't take those opportunities. It makes me really fucking angry to watch him drive sometimes. He has these crazy moments of brilliance, but then he has these moments where it's just I can't understand why you're not taking the gamble, taking the risk, shooting the shot, right? It doesn't make sense to me because he has what is the third, almost the second fastest car on the grid. So make the move, bro. Make the move. Come on, Lando, make the move. Holy shit, he made the move. He made the move into turn 11. Well done, Lando Norris. You overtook someone. It only took you 6 laps to overtake someone. Max has taken someone every single lap. Okay, not every single lap. Not every single lap. But he's taken pretty much everyone that he can. He's up 3 places. Lando is still down 6 places. He's got to go up. So Lando in 9th. Oscar battling a bit behind Alex Albon. A bit of a DRS train forming behind Lando Norris. So Lando Norris, Gasly, Bem, and Albon. Well, I should say more of Lawson, Gasly, Bem, and Albon. There's a bit of a train there with Oscar behind them. So I think that might be difficult for Oscar to overtake with those 3 cars in a train kind of behind him. Oh, what's going to happen here? Oh, is Kimi Antonelli going to take him on the inside? He does. Oh, my God. No, he's going to come back. Hits the... Oh, he was so close to the wall. Kimi Antonelli tried to take him. But George came right back on the back straight and took him back. Kimi Antonelli having a look on the inside. Are they going to crash? Holy shit. George Russell on the inside. Kimi is sniffing the back of George. Oh my God. So close. They touch. They made... Oh. Woo. Woo. Kimi is trying everything desperately, weaving behind George Russell to find any kind of spot, wobbling the back of the car, farting it into those corners, into turns 6 and 7s. Kimi really desperate to get that position back from George. Probably wasting a bit of his tire there while George is smoothly just keeping the pace on. How are we going to... They have made a lot of pace up there, but they're not miles ahead. They're not miles ahead. They're not unattainably ahead. Right? 3.6 seconds from Max. That's not a crazy lead. And with them fighting, it slows them down a bit. So there's a potential here. Oscar Piastri has come into the pits. Is there a problem with their car? Oh no, they can't get a tire off of Oscar Piastri's back right tire. Oh no, is Oscar out of the race? There's a yellow flag on track. Alex Albon, ruh-roh. Alex, what have you done? Did you hit another groundhog? What animal have you killed now, Alex? Don't kill any more animals, please. Has he gotten going again? No, Alex Albon has stopped. What happened to Alex Albon? There's a yellow flag. Oh my God. Okay, this is where it all happens. This is where a safety car comes out. I don't know if Alex is on the track or if he's managed to put the car off. But there's a yellow flag on track at the moment. So we're going to see what happens here. If there is a safety car, the Ferraris need to pit, but this is really going to benefit the McLarens. Because this is going to bring them like super close to the leaders here. This could really be what McLaren wants to actually get back into the game here if they call a safety car. Now, I don't quite know what's happening. I'm not seeing anything in here. They're not... race control isn't saying anything about what has happened. I can't see Alex on the track. I'm still not quite sure. He hasn't gotten his car moving. No, he's still on track. So I'm not... We're just going to have to wait to see what happens here with Alex Albon. I think he may have parked his car in a safety area because the cars are still... There's no yellow flag anymore. Alex must have parked his car in the right place. Okay, so we're good. There's no safety car. I think the McLarens are kicking themselves, wishing they had a safety car at that point. And we're back on it. Kimi Antonelli right close behind Max Verstappen. Made a lot of pace up there. Literally a second in pace from Kimi Antonelli. Hamilton 0.6 behind Verstappen. So Hamilton also... really putting on the pressure there, which is great. I want to see that. Leclerc as well, probably also looking for a bit of free air, looking to get in that smooth operation zone, right? Where he can put the pedal to the metal and maybe make some pasta, right? Maybe makes... Wow, that was just such a bad joke. Oh my God. That's why you're here, right? To hear bad jokes and shitty things I say. Anyway, Kimi Antonelli, still on the behind. Is he going to make anything happen? Oh, he's very close. He's very close. Into turn 11 down the back straight. Is Kimi going to make a move here? Is Kimi... Active arrow is all open. I don't think Kimi's going to be able to make a move. He is moving very quickly behind, though. He's going. He's... No, you don't. You can't do that, young man. Nope. Down the back straight. George Russell still holds on to first position. I don't know for how much longer because Kimi is making some moves. He's making some moves. I'm sorry about the high-pitched voice. I can't help it. When I get excited, I go high-pitched. It's just the way it is. Yeah. I don't quite know what packages Mercedes is currently running. Because there was a whole debacle with the Mercedes power ratio units where, look, I'm not an engineer, but there's an oil ratio or something like that within the cars. And Mercedes was able to push out a bit of extra power with these like little engine turbine piston things that were happening. That's a very technical way of explaining this, I know. Please, my engineering expertise is off the charts here. But there was so much stuff that's been held against Mercedes that they've had to change within their engines, and their overall packages that has really hurt them. But they seem to have fixed all of that because their cars are flying here. I mean, they are literally lapping people, and it's lap 16, which is nuts. Absolutely nuts. But Kimi is not backing down here. Max Verstappen falling a bit behind, 5 seconds behind Antonelli. So the Mercedes are pulling away. Hamilton still quite close to Verstappen. I think Verstappen losing pace here. Hamilton needs to make a move on Max, or shit will get off the pot. Hamilton, like, make a move, bro. You can get a podium here, but you got to take Max ASAP, dude. Get into some free air and then put some pace on him, right? Whoa, a little wobble by George. Oh my God. Into turns 5 and 6. 6 and 7. George. Yeah, I was right. The pit window, 17 to 28. That even seems like a bit much. It really depends here. Norris lost the position to Ocon. Norris has been overtaken by a Haas and an Audi. Oh, Kimi Antonelli on the inside of turn 11. Oh, Kimi! Oh, no, George takes it back. Is Kimi going to take it back again? Kimi on the outside. What is he going to do now? They are neck and neck, side by side. Is Kimi going to take a move? George on the inside. I don't know. They both enter the corner at the same time. Oh my God, George makes the move. Late braking. Insane move by George to take the position back from Kimi Antonelli. My God, these guys are switching positions like it's going out of fashion. Holy shit. Kimi took George in turn 11. George took Kimi in turn 11. Then they were neck and neck. Then George took Kimi again in turn 13 and 14. Great racing. Great racing. Safe racing. Because, these things can end very badly. We don't want to have a Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg situation on our hands here. Okay? Because that's how the team goes. But, yes. George, driving very well. He's driving superbly. He's driving defensively. He's driving a little offensively. But I think Kimi has him beat. I think for some reason, Kimi's car is just tuned better. I really do. It just seems like his car is a little more grippier. It's his cars that got a little more torque, a little more oomph, a little more pizzazz, right? See, these British commentators don't use words like pizzazz on their commentary, all right? I'm just putting that out there. So they're down on the back straight again, down into turn 13, into Hero's corner. Yeah, Kimi's going to take this guy. I don't think George, unless it's the pit stop here. They're going to have to put these cars at the same time. So when are they going to bring... If they bring Kimi in first... We're going to see drama. Drama, We're going to see major drama here. If they bring Kimi in first. Because the pit stop is really what's going to tell who's going to win this race right now. So lap 19. Unfortunately in Formula 1, this is the part of the race where things lull out a bit, where, generally you'll fall asleep and then you'll wake up with like 10 minutes left and then we can carry on watching the race again. Okay, but like in the last race, the last 30 seconds of the race were absolutely insane. Like absolutely insane. But the whole the 50 laps before that were boring as shit. Now it's nuts. Because the first 2 races of the year was some of the most exciting Formula 1 I've ever seen. And I'm a very young Formula 1 supporter. I have only been... I'm not back in the days of V12s and the V8s and the Schumacher era. I knew about them and I knew about Alan Prost. And my wife's father was a racing driver. So, like, I've known about it. But I haven't become a super fan since about 7 or 8 years ago. So, I'm in the new era of Formula 1 fans. And, it was insane to see the first 2 races because 126 overtakes, that was more than I saw the whole of last season before these new regulations. And then we got to Japan and something changed. Regulations changed again. Then we had like a month's break and then regulations changed again, and now it feels like the cars are a little nerfed. Right? They've nerfed the battery. They've nerfed kilowatts injection directly from the battery. They've nerfed chasing speed. So it's a bit of a pity because I kind of enjoyed that. But again, you can't have a car that's doing 360 kilometers an hour at full battery deployments, coming up on a car who has no battery during 70 k's or 100 kilometers an hour. So that makes sense from a safety point of view. That makes 100% sense. Kimi Antonelli is trying his best. He's trying his best, bro. He's trying his best to snap Russell's ass. He's trying to... Oh my God, if Lanesh was in this chat, I would make a comment right now that would make him laugh his ass off. But I can't say it. Finger each other's... Ow! That didn't work. I didn't do it right. But if he was here, he would know. 0.5. Kimi doing the fastest lap. He's trying, bro. Toto, get the leather belt ready so you can slap this guy's bottom. Let's see what's happening down in the drivers. Is anything happening? Let's listen to Lando here.
We need to box this lap. It's a reliability problem.
That was Lando Norris. Let's listen to Lewis Hamilton.
I got no power, man. Come on, guys.
Okay, that's fine. Lando Norris.
Lando, we could be going very long here.
What the hell does this mean, Lewis? What does this mean? A car ahead, I've got greenie. What the hell does that mean? What is I've got greenie? God damn, Lewis. Is Kimi making a move on the inside? George! Keep the position, George! No! Don't let him pass! Kimi is trying. Holy shit, George. How much longer? He is doing a hell of a job defending from Kimi Antonelli. Holy crap. His password is 1234. And Kimi is trying to put it in and just getting it wrong, right? He's just getting it wrong. But trying his absolute hardest to swatch him as hard as he can. George doing an incredible job to stick in here. I don't know how, but we are getting into tire temperatures here. We are getting into tire deg here. 24 laps on soft tires is pushing it in any race, even with low degradation track. 24 laps on softs is getting into the danger zone, okay? You could probably push it to 28, but this is where performance starts dropping off, and when performance starts dropping off, well, punctures can occur. Kimi, on the back straight. Is Kimi going to have a shot here? He's very close to George. What is he? He's going on the outside. They're side by side. What is going to happen here? Oh no. Kimi has taken him. I think he got hung up there by one of the cars that they were lapping. And George just unfortunately got a bit screwed by one of the racing bulls that was just in the way, and he had to veer out and lost a bit of pace there. Unfortunate for George. Kimi has Pokemon'd his way through. The young bud is his way through George Russell, and I think now he's going to fly away with this race, quite frankly. Yeah, now I guarantee you Mercedes are going to pit. I guarantee they're going to pit Antonelli and Russell. Now that Russell has the lead. 10-second time penalty for Piastri for causing a collision. Oh no. A 10-second penalty for Oscar Piastri for causing a collision. Oh my God. Lando Norris, track limits have been deleted. Oh no. That's 10 seconds. That puts Oscar Piastri. Shit, he might be stone last. That is not good news from the McLaren pit wall. It's quite hilarious how boisterous Zach Brown was and how loud Lando Norris became and how they're the greatest Formula 1 drivers of all time. And now you're gonna, there's a oh my God, did Oscar Piastri just get lapped? Holy shit. Oscar Piastri just got lapped. What? Was that a lap? Was he slowing down? It looked like they lapped him. They did. Oh my God, they lapped him. What the fuck? So here's the thing. You come out and you're all like, we're the shit. We're the greatest Formula 1 team, blah, blah, blah. You best coat your words in honey because you're going to eat that shit, right? You're going to eat that shit. And now you're eating that shit. How does it taste? It don't taste like honey, huh? Oh, Kimi Antonelli locks up. George is going to take the back straight. George takes advantage of Kimi Antonelli over braking, missing his braking zone, locking up his front left tire. And George is Kimi now. They are side by side again as Kimi looks to take the position back from George. Is he going to do it though? I think George might have the inside line. They touch. They make contact. Kimi goes off the track. Oh, give the position back, Kimi. Give the position back, Kimi. You have to give that position back. You went off the track. George was on track. Give the position back, Kimi. Give the position back, Kimi. Give the position back. Thank you. Kimi Antonelli on the radio. The team is saying, give the fucking position back. You little shit. Give it back. Do it. Sneaky little shit. Now, that's a rookie style of driving that. That's a rookie style of driving that. You can see now the pressure is getting to him. So Kimi's saying that George pushed him off. And he says, what's the point? So you're moaning again. Dude, it's called racing, friend. What, must George just give you the position? No, he's going to race for it, bro. Oh, Kimi on the inside of turn 11. Are they battling again? Oh my God, is Kimi going to have a shot again at George Russell down the back straight? This is their battleground at the moment. Kimi on the outside. Is he going to make a move? George hanging on. Full active error. Are they going to touch again? George again is putting that same move on Kimi Antonelli. A little bit of a late break right into corner 14. Kimi just not quite confident enough to get past George on the outside. George taking advantage. Incredible driving by George. Doing super well to defend against someone who is that aggressively pushing against him. Really, really good job by George. And it's not because I'm a George Russell fan. If you are a Formula 1 fan, that is how you defensively drive. It is incredible. For 26 laps, he's been keeping this kid at bay. Okay? That is impressive. Super impressive. But Kimi, that is unfortunate. He's a great driver. But what is Russell saying? Fuck, I can't hear what Russell's saying on the radio. Let's just see here. This is Kimi Antonelli's voice. I don't know if you can hear this, but just let me know if you can. But this is Kimi.
Why, mate? You pushed me off. And I was ahead. Like, what's the point?
As you can hear, Kimi is not quite happy. He's feeling the pressure from a more experienced driver who's not going to just back down and give you the position. What the fuck do you think this is? No, that's not how racing works, friend. You best come correct. You best take your correct right. Oh, he's hitting curbs and stuff now. You see, this is, you can see he's rattled a bit. And George isn't. George is doing the right things. He's racing the way you should be racing. He's racing hard, but he's racing fair. Kimi, on the outside, you can't just turn into someone. Oh no, is Alonso, it looks like Alonso has been retired. Alex Albon out. Lindblad out. Looks like Alonso is going to be out as well. That is a pity. Let's listen to George Russell. I don't know if you can hear these, but just... I don't know if you can hear this, but just let's hear George.
Kimi will give you the position.
Convenient just before the race.
I think that was just when it was given to him. So head down. George, got a lap to go.
Yeah, so you see, George sounds a lot calmer. George just is focusing on his race. He's just like, what do I need to do? How do I need to do it? Let's just get it done. Kimi a bit. You can see Kimi is now falling back a bit. He's probably now. Remember, 29 laps on soft tires. Oh shit! 29 laps on soft tires. There's a pit here somewhere. But now, how are they going to pit this? They gotta pit George first. They have to pit George first. If they don't pit George first, then I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling you fucking bluff. Kimi on the outside, very close to his back right tire. George, a bit of a wobble out of turn 2. Down the back straight, harvesting as much as he can to get that full battery deployment as he comes out of these winding chicanes of 5, 6, and 7. Get a bit of pace down that bendy straight into turn 8. So looking for some good battery harvesting so he can deploy at the right times. I think George is doing that really well. I think he's managing his battery really well because that's what the season is all about. It's about how well you can manage your battery, even though that's not really what racing is about. But, I mean, that is what it is. And I think George, overall, is probably the best person on grid at managing this new regulations. I really do believe that. I think he really knows when and how to harvest, deploy, and use his battery to maximum effect. Especially in combination with packages that the teams are running to really enhance that kind of effect that George is trying to go for. Kimi, is he going to have a look on the inside? Nope. Into turns, into hero corners. You see Kimi hitting curbs. He's taking wide corners. Bro. That's not going to work, dude. You see Kimi is harvesting at almost the opposite times of George Russell. George is deploying on the full straights. George is harvesting and even deploying ever so slightly on some of the stronger, harder corners where Kimi is fully harvesting on the corners and wanting to deploy only on the straights. And I think George's management in the corners is what's saving him here. And I think that's a sign of a good experienced driver for me anyway. And you can say what you want about George Russell, but that right there is proof that if you got the tricks, if you got the know-how, if you got the look, if you got the big match temperament to use it in a way that can really, really benefit you, well, that's how you win races, right? That's how you win races. Let's have a look at the gaps here. So Max 6 seconds away. That's quite far. It's not far. It's not as far as I thought they would be. Hamilton 4 seconds behind Verstappen. So the Ferrari's fallen off a bit. I think maybe just biding their time. Maybe hoping for something to happen on track. Bit of a safety car, something like that. Hadjar in 6th position. Great job by Hadjar. 6th position is an incredible job for the second seat. I don't think I've seen a second seat Red Bull car in the top 10 for a very, very long time. So that is an incredible job by Isaac Hadjar. Colapinto is still in 7th. So from 7, Lawson, Gasly, Behrman, and Sainz. Sainz was in 17th position not too long ago and is currently sitting in 11th. So really great job. Piastri got lapped. Holy crap. The McLarens got lapped by the Mercedes. That is nuts, guys. That is nuts. Wow. Oh, Kimi off the track. What are you doing, bro? This isn't a 4x4 track. Oh, God, he stopped. Kimi Antonelli is... Oh, no, is it George? No! George Russell has been... No! Kimi Antonelli forced him off the track. He fucked up his bottom chassis. George is pissed, throwing his head guard off the track. That is ridiculous. Kimi Antonelli literally just pushed his car onto the curb. That is ridiculous. Oh my god. That is a fucking travesty. You couldn't get your way, so you fucked this guy's race. That's fucking ridiculous. I am fucking I would be so pissed. Show me the replay. Show me the replay. Holy crap, that's such a load of shit, bro. Oh my god. Kimi Antonelli in first. Virtual safety car has been deployed. George Russell has been taken out by the young blood who just can't seem to get his way. So, he just took out his teammate. That puts Max Verstappen in second. Lewis Hamilton on a podium position if he can do that. But we are under VC conditions currently. And we will see what just happened here with Kimi Antonelli, dive bombing George and basically taking him out. Fuck, that is such a load of shit, bro. He's done this before. He's done this to Max. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you on the side of the car. No, bro. Oh. He has been driving so well all weekend. That is a travesty. I'm sorry. Fuck. And now they're pitting, so everyone should pit. Everyone's got to pit. It's 34 laps on those softs. Yeah, obviously everyone's going to pit. It's just the way it is. Fucking hell. I'm actually shaking here. That's ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous, guys. Thoughts? If you are watching the race and you are listening to me, tell me what you think about what just fucking happened. Because I am pissed. That is ridiculous. Show me the replay. For the love of God, man. You know you fucked up. He knows you fucked up, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Holy crap balls. Jeez, man. 4 cars out. In the age of reliability, there isn't that much reliability. I mean, Albon, that was just a malfunction in his car. Alonso, malfunction in his car. Lindblad, malfunction in his car. That's happening a lot. And this is supposed to be the era of reliability. We're having some major issues across the laps there. Okay, here's the replay. George is in front. Coming down the turn. Kimi right behind him. Well, not right behind him, but very close. Catching him. Kimi pushes up. Takes a turn. No, George just lost it. I apologize. George lost the braking. I apologize. Kimi is cleared of all wrongdoing. Sorry, Kimi. Kimi, you're innocent. You're innocent. George fucked up. George fucked up. You fucked up, George. Sorry, bro. Kimi, don't hate me. It's in the heat of battle. I'm sorry. George just made a mistake. Unfortunate for George. He fucked up. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. And George just lost some. A whole lot of some. Because that puts Kimi quite far ahead in the championship race. 108 points plus 25. That's George on 88. So yeah, puts him about 3 races ahead of George. It's a pity. All right, guys. We are back to racing. I desperately want to get something to drink, but I can't right now. So Mac 4.6 seconds. There's a massive gap here between Antonelli. Oh, this is going to be a boring ass race from here on out, isn't it? Yeah, this is going to be a boring ass race. Kimi's going to fly away with it. Vax, I think this is kind of the ball game, quite frankly. This is the part of Formula One that I tend to dislike at times because, you know, we all want an exciting sport. Like, I don't know if you guys have... Oh, my God. Thank you. I don't know if you guys have watched... I don't know if you guys have watched MotoGP at all. The bike guys. The superbike guys. Holy shit. That is an exciting sport. My God. It is absolutely mental watching those guys race because not only do they have balls of, you know, the size of Empire State Building, but the excitement in the races are just crazy. The positions change all the time. There's so much drama. It's really, really exciting to watch. And like, I'm not seeing that in Formula One. I mean, I enjoy watching the sport. I love the cars. I love the drama in the back. I'm not that technically minded, but I like to know how they make the cars and, you know, what makes the cars tick and how they do the packages and, you know, how the fuel, all of the cool stuff that goes into the technicalities of a Formula One car. But it's just, it was looking so good in the beginning of the season, and now it's like the same thing that we're seeing, you know, where one car just wins by like 10 seconds. But that's not saying that stuff doesn't happen, okay? Drama happens, and like, it can happen in the blink of an eye. That's the problem as well. So it's a double-edged sword. I love it, but I hate it when it's boring. Oh my God! Hamilton on Verstappen on the inside of turn 11, looking on the outside now. Are they gonna tussle into Hero's corner as they come down the main back straight? Hamilton having a peek on Max Verstappen. I don't think Lewis is going to do anything into turn 1 here. Excuse me. Oh. Very close. Okay. So Leclerc trying to make a move on Hadjar. Leclerc saying there was nearly a huge crash. Let's see what the drivers are saying down here. So George obviously not saying anything. We expect the warm-up phase to be longer in this time. Did they put... They put Antonelli on mediums. Okay. Trajection special turn 3. McLaren's on nowhere. That's hilarious, bro. I didn't think that... Let's see what Charles Leclerc had to say.
Okay, that was nearly a huge one.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Carlos Sainz, team asking Carlos Sainz to find some pace there, which I think is the right move to ask. Ocon as well, hard softs here. Find your pace. I think you have the pace. You can take Gasly. Max Verstappen, no, this is not possible. Changing back is not possible. Behrman, blue for Behrman. Okay, so nothing new there. So, yeah, I guess is the question. Do we think Max Verstappen has a chance at catching Kimi Antonelli? In my heart of hearts, I want to say yes. But I feel like it's a big no. Because Kimi's deltas are almost 0.05 of a second faster than Max. Kimi doing a 1:15.4. Verstappen doing... No, excuse me. No, he's 0.03 of a second faster than Max each lap. Which isn't a whole bunch, but over 10 laps, that makes a difference. Leclerc chasing down Hadjar, hopefully looking for a 4th position here. Ferrari's getting into the points, which is what we want. It's great to see 2 Red Bulls, you know, in the top 5. We haven't seen 2 Red Bulls in the top 5 in a very long time. I think Isaac Hadjar needs driver of the race. I really do. This guy is just for breaking the curse. Okay, I better not say anything, because I swear to God, if Isaac Hadjar crashes, I might have to stop watching Formula 1. Fuck. But Isaac Hadjar, I don't know if you guys watched qualifying, but he was driving so well in qualifying. I'm so madly impressed with him. And like, he's just this really down-to-earth like kid that, you know, he's got a good heart, but he's like this fiery, crazy kind of driver. I love it. He has a very similar driving style to Max Verstappen, right? Max has got a very hyper oversteer style of driving, where the car is so tuned that one tiny little touch on the steering wheel sends the car, you know. And I think Isaac has a very similar style to Max, which is why a lot of people haven't been able to master that second-seated Red Bull, because the cars, not many drivers are tuned for hyper oversteer cars. You know, most drivers have a very soft, a soft kind of flowing state of driving, but hyper oversteer requires discipline, bro. It requires another level of driving skill. You know what I mean? So I think Isaac is going to do well. I kind of felt that when he came into the season, and for him to be in 4th place now just shows that he's got the pace. And this isn't because of anything but his own merit right now, which is exactly what Red Bull probably wants as a comeback. But not many gains being made here, although Hamilton has put in the fastest lap. He's not really gaining on Max too much. Max is kind of staying in the same pace zone to Antonelli. Hadjar trying to make headway. I think Leclerc might take him if Hadjar makes a mistake. Leclerc does deserve to get up there. He's had a really shit weekend, but I mean, I hope he doesn't pass Hadjar. Oh, Hadjar has a lock-up into turn 11. I think Charles may have a move here if he's got a good exit. Is he going to do something on Isaac Hadjar? They are coming down into turn 13 and 14s. I don't know. As you can see on the racetrack there, turn at the top right there, Leclerc and Hadjar are coming down into turn 13 and 14, down the back straight into the finish. I don't know Charles is going to have a little sniff here. Is he going to take him on the outside? No way. He's maybe on... No. He's right. Oh, they nearly touch. Wheel to wheel, back wheel to front wheel. Is Leclerc going to have a move here? He's got battery. You can see he's got battery deployment, so maybe he may do that in these slower corners. Isaac is harvesting a little. Yeah, unfortunate for Charles, but if he can make a move on Hadjar, good on to him. Kimi Antonelli just got the fastest race of the lap. We are lap 39 out of 60. Does that say 60? Yes, it is. 39 out of 68. We have 30 laps left, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very quick lap. I mean, 1 minute 15 for a lap. It's very, very quick. So we got 30 laps left. I don't think anything crazy is going to happen here. Unless we get a safety car or some rain. Charles Leclerc down the back straight on the outside of Hadjar. Easy overtake there. Great job. Into turn 13 and 14. Leclerc makes the take into position 4. Well done. George Russell looking pissed as he walks back through the paddock. Sorry, Boyke. It's a bummer, bro. You just fucked up. You just fucked up, dude. You could have won this race, but you fucked up. What happened? What you doing? What you doing, bro? Come on. Ah, I'm upset. Lando Norris. Oh my God, is Lando Norris going to retire the car? He's pulling into a safety zone. I think Lando Norris is about to retire his car. Oh no. Oh no. It looks like he has. His car has shit the bucket. Lando Norris has been retired, ladies and gentlemen. He has pulled his car into a safety track, into a safety zone. What happened? I'm watching him. He hit a curb there, hit a curb. He just lost power. Trying to change gear, not going into gear. Yeah, he just lost power. It looks like he lost a bit of hydraulics. You know, he just looks like he lost power. Wow, that's unfortunate. McLaren seem to be nowhere. Let's listen to Lando Norris.
Something's broken about in a gearbox or something.
Okay, so Lando's saying something on his gearbox just busted. This is strange, guys. What happened to the most reliable Formula 1 era of all time? I think this is the second time. Hold on. Oh no, Kimi is lapping here, yeah. I think this is the second time I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, granted, Russell crashed. Lindblad, that was an engine problem. Albon, engine problem. Alonso, engine problem. Norris, engine problem. This is the third or fourth time I've seen over 4 cars that have been retired. What the fuck's going on? Come on. Get your shit together, teams. I'm so surprised no one's crashed into corner 13 yet. That Heroes corner is it's a deadly corner. It like attracts you, right? It's got a magnetic pull, right? As we head into lap 42, Max is making headway on Kimi Antonelli. He is putting in some stellar laps. Now, whether he will be able to catch him in 27 laps is another story, but he is putting some pace on. He has dropped the lead by a second, but I don't know, guys. I don't know if he can max his way out of this one. Leclerc still in 4th, doing great to put pace behind Hadjar. Hadjar in 5th position, nice and comfortable between Leclerc and Colapinto, who is 38 seconds behind Isaac Hadjar. 38 seconds. Oh my God. This is wild. Oh fuck. I can't believe Lando Norris got disqualified. I mean, got retired. That's quite a pity. Let's listen to Kimi Antonelli.
What is this guy doing, man?
What is that guy doing, man? What is that guy doing, man? I'm starting to not like this guy. Oh my god. Sergio Perez at his finest has completely fucked his entire suspension. His front left suspension looks like Travis Scott's fillings in his mouth. It's all just all over the place. Sergio Perez is out. Good job. Good job. Champion. Champion. The Mexican cartel sponsors me. I'm just kidding. Don't kill me. Whoa, what happened? Oh, no. He was coming to the pits and his suspension just exploded. Oh, shit. What the that was insane. Wow. I've never seen that before. He was literally just coming into the pits. He broke a little, and then his front right suspension just exploded. What the fuck, man? So that is 6 cars. Out of the 6 cars that are currently out, one of them was a crash. I mean, I can't really count suspension exploding. That seems like something's wrong there. Suspension shouldn't explode like that, right? Fuck. So, unfortunate for Sergio Perez, but, you know, he's kind of a spectator anyway. He's not really doing much. The Audis, on the other hand, 12th and 13th, might get some luck here. Oscar Piastri down in 11th. Toto is consoling George. It's okay, George. We'll get rid of you when we need to. I think there's a rift between George and Toto. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. George is like, even when Toto hugs him and then George walks away while Toto's next to him. It's like Days of Our Lives. This is like soap opera for men, bro. Holy shit! Is there an overtake about to be done by an Audi? By a Cadillac? Is Bottas about to take Stroll? We're looking at some overtaking being done in the last 2 cars on the grid. It looks like Bottas might overtake Stroll. Easy overtake. It's Lance Stroll. You don't need that much work to overtake Lance Stroll. You might as well get out of the car and push. Bottas. Great overtake on Lance Stroll. Good job, Bottas. You can chalk that up. Lance Stroll. Huh? Was that? That's an Audi. Ow. Oh. Okay. Well, I think that's the ball game, guys. Should we vote? That's the real question. 24 laps left. Are we going to vote for driver of the day? Who do you guys think the driver of the day is? I want to know who you think driver of the day is. I'm going for Isaac Hadjar. I'm not going to lie. Just having a snack here. Give me a sec. But yeah, I think Isaac Hadjar deserves driver of the race, eh? Driver of the day. I don't know why, but I feel like that boy deserves it. Screw Kimi Antonelli. What's happening here? There's a big crowd being formed. What's happening? Who's being escorted in? Oh, there's a big crowd. Security was escorting someone in there. People are losing their minds. I don't know what's going on. If you could go to any Formula 1 track on the planet and go and watch a race, where would it be? Virtual safety car has been deployed. What has happened? What the fuck just happened? Someone tried to streak. Did someone try and run onto the track? I'm not seeing any cars off. Did someone try and run off the track? Oh my god, this steward is just running onto the track here, bro. You crazy motherfucker. Ah, Dav. He just pigeon dived into the hole. This fucking crazy steward. It was like the Poddington Bear over there just waddling onto the track. Oh my god. It's just a penguin waddle. But yes, okay, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Let us do it. Who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? Who is it going to be? It's certainly not Oscar. It's definitely not Fernando. I mean, I would say George, but he fucked up. He fucked up. So it can't be George. Kimi Antonelli. I mean, yeah, sure. Sure. But fuck that. I'm not voting for Kimi. Should we vote for Lance Stroll as driver of the day? I wonder if I click vote and it pops up, do you see it? I'm not voting for fucking Lance Stroll. It's never gonna happen. I gotta give it to Isaac, man. Like, I really feel like this kid is doing well. I really, really feel like it, man. What do you guys think? Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Isaac Hadjar, driver of the day. Yes, Isaac, you are the boykie for this race, my friend. Well done. 5-second penalty for Valtteri Bottas for having a mullet. It's illegal to have mullets in Formula 1. Stop it, Valtteri. Stop it. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not seeing much more happening here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. No one's catching anyone. You. Charles Leclerc nearly got rear-ended there. Well, Isaac Hadjar nearly got rear-ended there. Yeah, guys, I think this is a ball game, man. I don't see anything happening here. I don't think we're gonna see much difference here. Antonelli in first position, Max in second, Hamilton third. Ferraris did well. Third and fourth for Hamilton. Well done to the Ferraris. That's a good job from Hamilton and Leclerc. Super good job. That job. Having a fifth position, a second Red Bull seat up there, incredible. Carlo Pinto snuck into sixth position somehow. I don't know how, but he's there. Lawson in seventh, Gasly in eighth. Carlos in ninth, which is great. Carlos was all over the place this race. He was in 17th. Then he was in, 6th or 9th. And then he was in, 15th. And now he's up in 9th again. So great to be in the points for Carlos Sainz. Points are, obviously super important. So it's a great job from Carlos Sainz to be in 9th. Hamilton saying, we can do this, guys. I'm pushing. So Hamilton looking like he wants to go for Verstappen. 20 laps left. 2.4 seconds. Max's last lap was a 1:15.22. Hamilton currently doing a 1:14.9. So 100th and a bit faster than Max. I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's enough to catch Max. I really don't. And then, it's one thing catching up to Max, but it's another thing overtaking Max. Okay? Do the British commentators ever eat knickknacks on chat? No. That's why you come here. Charles Leclerc. Lewis now picking up the pace. 15.8. Let's stop speaking until the last lap. You tell me the last lap and anything absolutely critical. Charles gives no fucks towards his team. Let's listen to a couple of radio messages here from Lewis Hamilton.
We can do this, guys. Push it.
You can do this, guys. Keep pushing. Sergio Perez.
I'm listening to Michael.
Yeah, like I don't know what happened here.
Okay, whatever, Sergio. Lewis.
You have same pace as Antonelli, P1 to 10 faster than Max in front.
Okay. Charles?
Lewis now picking up the pace, 15.0.
Let's stop speaking until the last lap. You tell me the last lap. And anything absolutely critical.
Charles gives no shits, bro. No shits. I mean, I don't blame him. Half the time, Charles will be like in one of the hardest battles of his life, and his team will be screaming over the radio, screaming out directions on the radio. I don't blame him. I do not blame Charles. But honestly, guys, I think this is the ball game. I don't think we're going to see much changes here. Lewis thinks that he's going to catch Max. I don't think that's going to happen. 18 laps left. I mean, he is putting on the pace. 300ths of a second faster than Max every lap. So it's there. But you have to overtake Max. Okay? It's one thing getting there, but you have to overtake him. Okay. 6 cars out of the lap, out of the race. This is almost the third time I have seen 6 cars off track. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Who's your driver of the day? I have voted for Isaac Hadjar. Go to formula1.com/vote and vote for your driver of the day. And vote for Isaac Hadjar because he deserves it. He has broken the curse of the second Red Bull. He deserves to be driver of the day. In 5th position. Incredible job. I haven't seen 2 Red Bulls in the top 5 in like 6 years. It's nuts. So it's nuts. It's good for Max. It's good for the team. So well done. But I think all eyes are on the Ferraris right now. Lewis Hamilton is putting in some serious laps here. He is almost... Just looking at the deltas here. He is really, really pushing hard here. He's faster than Max in both sectors by 200ths of a second. 300ths of a second in the second. So his deltas are super good. He is catching it at an enormous rate. And they're, oh my god, what's happened now? Who's gone off? Virtual safety car. I'm just looking at the track at the top, if you can see it. I'm looking for any cars that have gone off. Not seeing anything. Who has gone off? Can't really see it. Everyone is obviously going to pitch here. Marshall's on the track at turn 12. Who... Is there something on the track that's... Oh, there's no cars. So something is just maybe some debris on the track or something. But everyone is coming into the pits. Holy shit. 16 lap left. A virtual safety car. This is very interesting. Max is pitting. No, excuse me. That was Hadjar. Hadjar is pitting. Are they going to pit the Ferraris? That is the question. Okay, we don't care about the McLarens. Oscar Piastri is pitting. So the Ferraris and Verstappen are staying out, which is probably a wise move. But this gives Hamilton a bit of a disadvantage now because you're going to lose a couple laps on a virtual safety car where you were gaining quite a bit. He was almost 1.6 seconds behind Max there. Now he's dropped down to 2.5. Oh my god, Oscar, what the fuck are you doing? That was the worst move I've ever seen. That is so unlike Oscar. That was terrible. You just drove into the side of him. What are you doing? What is happening? McLarens are just nowhere. Ugh. What a mess. Oscar, that was the worst move I've ever seen in my life. You try to go down into turn and just you just zombied straight into the side of him. Oh my god, that was terrible. I think that's the ball game, guys. I really do. I don't see it. I don't see it going on for much longer like this. Virtual safety cars come in. We have 15 laps left. Lewis Hamilton 1.9 seconds. Everyone's on medium tires still. I don't think we are gonna. Oh, Charles Leclerc has a big spin out of turn 14. That's Hero's Corner. It does super well to keep that car under control. But Charles Leclerc had a very, very close encounter with the wall at 14. But a good job to keep that car under control. So well done by Charles Leclerc there. You know what? I kind of want to end the stream, but I feel like 14 laps left. I don't think much is going to change. But anything can happen. Anything can happen. Just letting you know, anything can happen in Formula 1. It can be the last lap. Someone could crash. And someone totally different could win. So, Hamilton, okay. Hamilton now a second behind Verstappen. He has a clear chance to overtake Max here. Okay? He is getting some crazy pace. He had nice shots of nice, clean, open air. Right, he got mediums that are now coming into form. Those mediums take a long time to get into performance windows. Now he's got it. And now he can push. Because that Ferrari clearly has better pace than Verstappen. So, and he's made up an incredible amount of pace here. He's now 0.8 behind Max. And looking probably to make a move here down the back straight as they come into Hero's Corner. So it looks like Hamilton may have a shot at overtaking Max here, depending on how Hamilton can, harvest and deploy his energy correctly. Coming down the finish straight. Lewis very close to Max. Active aero all open. All eyes on Lewis Hamilton as he sneaks closer and closer to Max Verstappen to possibly make a move into second position for the Canadian Grand Prix. Very close. I think maybe just lying in wait, harvesting a bit. Trying not to waste the tires too much. And now the thing is, when you're chasing someone like Max Verstappen and you're expecting a mistake, well, you're going to be waiting a long time because Max very rarely makes mistakes. So you have to be aggressive, and to be aggressive with Max means you have to be giving 130% because Max is giving 150%. And to be able to find an opportunity to take Max is also very difficult. Max is one of the hardest drivers in this whole entire race to overtake, but they're coming down the main back straight. Lewis is much closer than he was in the last attempt. Let's see what Lewis can do down here. Is he going to make a move? There is straight line speed on these Ferraris. Is he going to have a sniff here? He goes on the outside. Max on the inside. Nope, not going to have a look. Down into Hero's Corner, into the finish straight. Lewis, just you gotta have a clear shot to overtake Lewis on the inside. Is he going to do something? Max blocks him off. Great driving there defensively by Max. Lewis just struggling a bit with the back end. It seems to get out of his control quite a bit when he takes those slow winding corners. But down the main straight, that Ferrari has pace. So we'll see if he can capitalize on that straight line speed. And if he can get his battery management up in form, he may have a shot yet. There's 12 laps left. That's a lifetime to make a move on Max. And we'll see what he can do here. They're coming around down to turn 10, which is the hairpin turn as we come into turn 11. And here we go. I don't care about your replay. I don't care about your replay. Lewis looking to... You can see Lewis very close. I don't think he's going to have a shot. They're fighting with a bit of traffic on the back there. Yeah, that's always a problem when you're trying to overtake someone down a back straight and then you got to lap a car and then you got to weave a bit. You lose traction. You lose speed. It's a problem. It's a problem. Lewis trying on the inside again. Nope. Max blocks him off. You're not going to take Max that way. You can't. Max not going to fall for that. Max not going to fall for that. Max will never fall for that. I'm just saying. Okay. So Max, Hamilton 0.7. Leclerc everything down from Leclerc down at set. But the only difference here is positions 2 and 3, and that's Hamilton versus Verstappen. Hamilton is not beating Max in turn 11. Max is just capitalizing on that exit of turn 11, and Lewis just cannot, even with the straight line speed of that Ferrari. When you get a better apex and a better exit, and you're on the throttle quicker, no way you're gonna catch him, even if he's got a shittier car. Max can do this all day. You have to be overly aggressive. You can't drive against Max Verstappen the way you drive against any other driver. Okay, this guy is an anomaly. He's like Agent Smith from the Matrix. Okay? He's thinking 2 steps ahead of you. You got to think 3 steps ahead of this guy if you want any shot of trying to overtake him. Because I can tell you now, he's not going to make it easy. He will never make it easy for you. 10 laps left. Lewis still sniffing for a shot. Lewis's only chance is to get onto the exits really, really well. And find the pace down the main straight. That's the only way he's going to take Max. The only single way. Down the back straight we go. Hamilton. Nope. Shitty exit. Out of turn 11 again. Not going to get there. Not going to get there. Not going to do that. Not going to work, Hamilton. You got to get in. You got to get up his ass before turn 10, bro. You literally got to be inside his car. And you got to have such a strong exit into turn 11 if you want to even a smell overtaking Max. Nine laps to go. Lewis, you got to do something, bro. You were here 10 laps ago. You were here 10 laps ago. You got to make something happen now, my friend. Now. Otherwise, you are going to be in 3rd position. Although it's good. You're on a podium. So maybe the team will just be like, take it. Don't risk anything. Just take the win. Take the podium. Turn 11 again. Bad exit by Lewis Hamilton. No, it wasn't a bad exit. Just Max is just capitalizing on where to really boost energy deployment and deploy it in the right time so that he can defend into the slower corners. Because that is where the Red Bull is losing out. Is main straight speed. And they can really capitalize in the corners and harvest and really use the battery to the maximum effect on the straights to be able to defend super well from really faster cars like the Ferraris. So I really think Max doing a fantastic job to be able to defend. These are world champions going at it again. This is a story we have seen play out for almost 5-6 years. Although, Lewis had a bit of a bumpy transition, but definitely coming back into form. Always good to see Ferrari in the tops. So Kimi Antonelli on 131 points. George still at 88. Still in 2nd place. But Kimi now has a substantial lead on George. That's almost a 3-race lead. Pity by George. He just fucked up. He just lost it. It's a bit upsetting, really. Oh, is Hamilton going on the outside of Max? Nope, Max sees it. Can't do it. Is Lewis going to do something here? Oh, Lewis on the outside. He finally takes Max Verstappen on turn 1 and 2. Good job by Lewis. Waited on the braking zone. I didn't expect that. Late braking into turn 1 to overtake Max on the outside. Great job by Lewis. Incredible job. First, that is really well done by Lewis. Is Max going to come back? Is Max going to come back here? I don't think so. And Lewis got too much pace on him. I don't think. Oh, Nico! Now, so Lewis right behind Max on the outside. Laid brake into turn 1. Hit that apex super quickly. It's the only way to take Max. You got to take those crazy risks, right? Well paid off by Lewis. That is one thing I will say about Lewis, is when he attacks, he does pick the right moments. He's very good at picking the right moments to attack. I do like that about his driving style. I think that's the ball game, guys. It's very late here. I think I might end the stream a little earlier. That is the race. I don't think we're going to see much difference. There's 6 laps left. Kimi Antonelli in first position, Hamilton in second, Verstappen in third, Leclerc in fourth, Hadjar in fifth. I think that's the way it goes. I'm going to end this now because I'm tired and it's very, very late. So I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I stream all the races live. If you want to find out what's on my channel, I stream all sorts of weird pop culture shit. It might entertain you. It's a balanced view of the world that's missing right now. Like and subscribe if you are watching this and you are enjoying it. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, I will see you in the next race. Love and peace. Bye.